be very arrogant of me to actually say that something went wrong with him. Because if you look at it, he's doing exactly what he did then. He is making films that he believes in, that nobody else probably makes or believes in. He can have the most outrageous idea and he'll go make a film. He picks talents that, he handpicks them from nowhere and he makes films with them. That's what he did then, that's what he's doing now. So he's kind of, if you ask him, I don't think he knows, because he's doing exactly what he's always been doing. But there is something in the content that I feel lacks the kind of connection with audiences that his earlier films had. And I believe that connection comes about when you are connected to your people, when there is compassion. So you see, that whole teamwork question, that whole team not sticking together question, I mean, I can only come from there. And there is a bit of sour grapes in me as well, that, why haven't I got the opportunity to work with Gopal Varma again? And I would grab the opportunity today with eyes closed. I did contact him. There was this whole phase where I had a career slump where I was not getting much work and stuff like that. So I ate humble pie. I went to him, I went to his house. He called me for lunch. I rode in his car, and I tried to, get myself back in to work with him, to edit for him. But he was adamant that he would not repeat me or many of us. I remember him saying to me one day at lunch at his dining table when I had gone to ask him for work, and he was still, it was post company, and he did continue his doing some good work for a couple of films after, a few films after Satya as well. So I went to him while all that hawa was there about his films and stuff. And he said to me, Apurva, I mean, you went on to that show on TV and you said, I cut that sequence and I wrote that sequence and I did that. And, he says, I mean, you really think that you did it? You really think that it was you? And he cited another example of another team member who I don't want to name, because that's his prerogative to do so. And he said, even he said exactly the same thing. He went on TV and stuff like that. Okay, do it. I mean, and he was still offering me, chicken masala while saying this. So I mean, I still liked him. He still liked me, and I'm still extremely fond of him. But I couldn't answer that. And I have to admit, I mean, I probably, I'm probably one of those few editors who comes out and says, I did this and I did that, because I genuinely do believe that editors are very unsung, especially in our industry, editors and writers. They are capable of weaving a lot of magic, and they have a very strong hand in putting together some great films. But we have this whole thing, editor ko behind the scenes rehna chahiye. Why?